Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound it surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on...
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Murray now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there. But it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Murray. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Taco Charlton just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll buy some time right. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. We know that Gano has that big leg. He had the longest made field goal in the NFL last year, 63 yards to beat the Giants in Week 4. That was the longest game winner in NFL history, and he converts from long here again. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers take the field. Aaron Rodgers at the helm. 2019 marking his 12th season as the Packers starter. 15th season overall. Last year for Rodgers, 25 touchdown passes, just 2 interceptions. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers, and that will be incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Fielded at the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start on the ground here at Sanders. The numbers for Sanders last week, 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
On play action, it's Murray. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing,
and Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Gano the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, Rodgers. This is Miller, complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Rodgers. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Murray now on first down. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Murray from midfield. Going deep for Eifert. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides.
And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
It sets up the 4th down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. He's up near 100 yards now here in the second quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
He'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Booker, and an alley to run. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That's it, baby.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This is Miller, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now the fullback, Juszczyk. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down. Throwing on 2nd down, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Draw play. This is Miller. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This is fielded at the goal line. He hurt. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with... This 3rd and 1. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here's Murray. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
This will be caught by Brown. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, 1st down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and
that's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 57 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw is Rodgers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll run on first down. It's Miller. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Miller. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Rodgers now to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Rodgers going to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, just was unsuccessful.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Back to throw it, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard. Too shy of midfield. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this inside. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10. as we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that
can check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the bees to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Yeah, I've been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself.